Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining another NGen project podcast. Bienvenue tout le monde, un autre podcast NGen. Our project today is all about Hanover and Hannover Messe, the largest advanced manufacturing trade show in the world, and Canada's role as partner country. Great opportunity in 2025. The show runs from Sunday, March 30th to Friday, April 4th, 2025. So mark it in your calendars. And I'm really, really glad to be joined today by Marco Siebert. Marco runs the international programming division for Deutsche Messe and is the guy that actually orchestrated Canada's role as partner country in 2025. So, Marco, welcome. I know you're not in Hanover today; you're in Washington D.C., but welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's good to be to know that just a 1 hour flight away from you.
Yeah, well, and a couple of weeks ago, we did quite a trip, road trip around Ontario, and then out to St. John's, Newfoundland. So glad to have you at least close by down in Washington there. So Marco, let me as we get into this, I know you're going to run through what Hannover Messe is all about, but maybe say a few things about your role at Deutsche Messe and how Canada became partner country in 2025.
Yes, thank you so much, Jay, and thank you so much for having me here. It's a great pleasure and fun as always. And yeah, I'm Marco Siebert. I'm Director for International Relations at Deutsche Messe AG, Hannover Messe in Germany. Doing this job since about 17 years now, so and always involved in partner countries. Every year, Hannover Messe has an exclusive, unique partner country, which is promoted globally, not only for 1 week, the entire year before, and even before, like we have seen with Canada. And and it's a great honor to have Canada as a partner country. We already discussed this opportunity even before COVID, and then we have to wait a little bit what's happening. And our goal is always to give countries the opportunity to showcase its cutting-edge innovations, what's going on in the country regarding research and development, science, but also production, manufacturing, automation, digitalization, up to green tech. So, and what I have learned in the past even 2 years now is that Canada really delivers to the world with such great technologies, but the world is not aware sometimes about this. They know Canada. It's a great country, a liberal, democratic country with nice people, great nature, but nobody is aware what's really going on. And this is a chance for Canada now to use this opportunity to showcase everything about tech and technologies in Canada.
You know, I think it's an opportunity for us to showcase a bit about advanced manufacturing to other Canadians too. And it's our NGen is very excited to be partnering with you, of course, and then also with Innovation, Science, and Economic Development Canada and Global Affairs Canada to manage Canada's presence in 2025. We were there in 2023 and 2024, and it just gets better. So we're really looking for a big splash in 2025. And Marco, we've known each other since 2011 here, and we've been strategizing on how to make Canada a partner country since then. and it actually worked. You delivered the letter to the Prime Minister.
Yeah, exactly. 2 years ago, the Chancellor Scholz, or the German Chancellor, visited with a delegation Canada, and I was invited to participate in this visit and to hand over the official invitation letter. And as Canada always do, you're so effective and quick and flexible in everything. So the Minister Champagne immediately confirmed, and the Prime Minister. So we were able already to start to have a long time of preparation. We know each other, Jayson, since over 12 years now. But it's a big country, and it's very important to invite all the provinces and the companies to joining us. And we did it well. I have to say we did it well until now.
Well, tell us a little bit about Hannover Messe. I know you've got some slides to show.
Yes.
So why don't we jump into that?
Yes, maybe you can showcase the slides in the presentation. Yes, thank you so much. Maybe we go to the next slide. So let me just begin with the history part of Hannover Messe. Hannover Messe has been founded already in 1947. So, and very important, just after World War II, and by the Western Alliance, which includes Canada. So you are one of our founding members, and the reason was to reestablish, to recover global industry and global trade. And we are doing this until now very successfully. Hannover Messe was growing and is now the largest industrial exhibition and industrial platform for international trade in the world. And of course, key for us is to showcasing and to cover the industrial trends for the future. And I'll give you more facts and figures about what Hannover Messe is regarding its global role. But here you see some examples, and which includes also technologies from Canada. These are the key parts: manufacturing, industry 4.0. 4.0 has been founded in Hanover the year I met Jay in 2011. So that's also a historical point. Energy for industry, digitalization, artificial intelligence, IT, software solutions, machine-to-machine and machine learning programs, carbon neutral production, hydrogen fuel cells. So you see it's a bundle of the future technologies. Next slide, please. Yes, and Hannover Messe is like it works globally, and like it works in Canada. Hannover Messe showcase the global industrial ecosystem. So here you see some of the keywords of the trends and innovations. And as you know, all industry sectors can't work separately anymore. Everybody has to work together, from the science and research part, development part, into the production of manufacturing, industrial automation, process automation. Then the industrial transformation process starts and going on with digital ecosystems and software and IT solutions. Energy solutions, sustainability, and green tech is, of course, a keyword for us. So this is all well connected, works together regarding technologies and regarding global corporations. And this is what we are doing in Hanover. And on one hand, I would say everything you need to run a factory, you can find at Hannover Messe, and this in a global spectrum. Next slide, please. Yes, and as I said, we are the world leading industrial trade show. So this year we had about 130,000 visitors, and here's one important point: from 156 countries. Hannover is based in Germany, but it is not a German show. It is even not a European show. It's really a global platform. So companies coming from Asia, wide over 20% of participants are from Asia, from America, North America, South America, of course, Europe, Africa, other countries are showing up. The second point is we are focusing on B2B. We are focusing on trade. We are focusing on professionals. So close to 100% of our visitors are really professionals, are technology guys, people from the industry. We have a wide range of decision makers really coming to Hanover to do business, to signing contracts, to negotiating. Jay can explain us some of the success stories, which happens already this year, I guess. And so a lot of political delegations and millions of business contacts, and of course, journalists from all over the world. Next slide, please.
Maybe just to jump in there, Marco, it's very true. I mean, the Hannover Messe, the Hanover Fair, is really very much like a traditional fair in the sense that it's not just a showcase, but it's a place to do business. It's really a marketplace, and really very impressed by the fact that you can do business at the fair. In fact, this past April, we had several companies attend as exhibitors in the Canadian exhibition space, Canadian pavilions. We had 4 halls, and many of them did business right on the floor. One company said that they had filled 10% of their revenue targets just by being at the fair itself. Another company raised $5 million in investment just as a result of a meeting with someone walking down the aisle who stopped by to take a look at their technology. Another company phoned up the next week by the government of United Arab Emirates to come and demonstrate their technology. So really a very, very important place as you say, to do business and to see the leading edge technologies here too. This is really where you go to learn about where the industry is going, to do business, to find partners, to find customers, find potential suppliers there. And I think the success of the Canadian participants over the last couple of years really speaks for itself.
Yes, and I would like to underscore this, Jay, with the keyword you see here in that slide. New business, new contacts. This is key. When you are traveling in North America, or in Canada, in the United States, to your typical sectorial shows, who are great, more conference program driven, it's more a community meeting. Yeah, you know the people, you know your business, you even know your competitors, and this is good. This is okay to come together once a year, for example, and to meet up. But in Hanover, it's a chance. Hanover is a door opener for global markets. So whenever you think about going to export, increasing your export activities, maybe in Europe, Hannover Messe is the gate opener for that. Hannover Messe, it's all about meeting new prospective customers, new people. Also doing your agenda setting, that you are showing up at the global platform. The people are realizing that. Your competitors are realizing that. And the competitors are also going to Canada. They're doing business in Canada. Why shouldn't you go to their markets to compete with them in their markets? In Europe and Asia, don't be shy. You are ready to go. I learned so many things about your technologies in Canada. It's the right time to do. When you're working with us, you're working with friends. We share the same values, and we have the support of the government doing this. And one point, of course, is also to learn what are your competitors doing, what's going on in the market. So it's not only selling your products, which is one thing, one major thing, getting new leads, this is one thing, but knowledge transfer is also key. That you can see and learn how can you improve your factory, your manufacturing process. How can maybe you find new partners to collaborate with them to improve your business, improve your processes. And see what are my competitors doing in Japan, in Korea, in India, in Europe, and to learn about this. So this is also key. It's a real point of new contacts, new leads, doing business and getting knowledge. This is a nice combination in a couple of days in one fairgrounds. It's a great opportunity.
And a lot of the Canadian companies who participated with us over the past couple of years have always said they do a lot of business together, that many of them have not met each other, but they find customers, potential innovation partners. There's a lot of business done just within the Canadian delegation itself.
Yeah, exactly. People from Winnipeg meeting people from Toronto area the first time and say, hey, we didn't know that you were there, but I need your technology. So it's great. And this is when we go to the next slide, I think a very important information for you to know. What we are doing together with NGen, with ISET, with GAC is we are working already on an international global communication campaign since not only 1 year, even longer. And this is important. We are promoting Canada as a successful innovation country worldwide. We're using all the social media channels. We're working together with global journalists. We're organizing press conferences, newsletters, and so on and so on. So it's really a campaign for Canada. And you see the logo, the Canada logo, which was great, Jay. It looks like here. I always say Hannover Messe, these are the Olympic Games of the global industry, and your logo really looks like an Olympic game logo. You can even use it for that. So yes, that's what we are doing, is to really highlighting, to showcase in Canada. Next slide. Yeah, here we have a look at the fairgrounds. I already said, and Jay underscored this, the largest fairgrounds in the world. So yeah, if you are in hall number 2 and you have a meeting in hall number 13, you easily need to walk about 45 minutes if you know the way. It's really huge. You need good shoes, good preparation, but we are coming back to this later, that we are also supporting you with seminars and preparation processes. But let me just figure out, before going deeper in some of the highlights, is Hannover Messe is something I call, it's a shopping mall for global industries. So as I mentioned, so we see the film. Okay. All right, we are back.
We're back. I don't know if we have any sound there, Marco.
Okay. So, but you can hear me.
We can hear you. Okay.
Okay. All right. Great. So again, Hannover Messe is like it's like a shopping mall. It's a global shopping mall for industries. So you can walk around and you see all the different solutions from all the different markets, from all the different competitors, and see how you can collaborate and work together with them. And we structured the Hannover Messe in different sectors who are well connected together, but to give visitors orientation. So as I know, NGen is planning to have, and Jay will explain it later to us, we will having different pavilions, Canadian pavilions in different sectors, technology sectors, that you can meet the right people. They are the visitors who are looking for your technology solutions. So we have smart manufacturing area, we have the digital ecosystem, which includes software solutions, IT, IoT, security, wireless technologies, even 5G. So all the software guys like IBM, Microsoft, Google, SAP, Oracle, you name it, even Amazon, they are all there. Then we have the energy sector with focusing on green technology, sustainable solutions for industry, and especially hydrogen and fuel cells, which also are a very interesting area for Canada. If we have a look at the next slide to see the other, thank you. So then, of course, engineered parts of solution, which is key for the suppliers market, with lightweight construction, plastic materials, steel, aluminum components, and all those things. The Future Hub includes the research and technology area, everything about science, about innovations, and Canadian innovation clusters, of course, Jay. This is the area. And international trade and investment for the provinces, an opportunity to showing up. And as a special showcase, which is not every year there, this year we have the compressed air and vacuum technology.
And maybe, Marco, just to point out where we're planning on having Canadian exhibits, a big national ecosystem pavilion, really focusing on innovation, research and development clusters, where the provinces and territories can show their innovation ecosystems around advanced manufacturing. That would be in Future Hub there, which is hall number 2. And then we're looking at a number of different industry pavilions as well. Keep in mind that each of these halls are about the size of 3 or 4 football fields. So it's really can be pretty overwhelming. I think one piece of advice we would all have is wear comfortable shoes during your visit there. But what we would be focusing on in terms of Canadian presence would be the automation robotics, somewhere in the hall around advanced systems here, sensors, digital solutions like AI and quantum and computing and networks, as well as alternative energy solutions and hydrogen solutions. So we're going to, right now, we are looking for expressions of interest on the part of companies who would like to participate, and we'll make decisions about the size of each of these exhibition spaces a little bit later on, based on the interest that we have on the part of companies who want to participate. But just to give you a general idea of where Canada's presence will be throughout the fair, we're going to have a big presence targeting over 200 exhibitors this year. And as I say, the National Pavilion, where a lot of the conference participation will take place, the national reception, where the opening ceremonies during at least the opening of the exhibits themselves will take place, will be in Hall 2, which is the Future Hub there. Yeah. Back to you, Marco.
Thank you. No, that's great. That's great. I'm really looking forward to the Canadian pavilions, and I'm very curious to see the new technologies. If you have a look on the next slide, Please, this is and one of my oldest slides, but I still love it because it explains how Hannover Messe is working. So the first area is the lead theme. So what is the global industrial trend? And this is of course industrial transformation. First, then the next question is, okay, what are our focus points? What does it mean to do industrial transformation? And then you have the next level. That means it's everything about digitalization and sustainability. This combines everything, and this has even have to work together. And then on the next level, we are answering the question: so how can we reach these goals? How can we be more successful and developing better? And then you see the different sectors: digital ecosystem, IT and software, automation drive, emotion and drives, engineered parts and solution, research and development, including the startups, of course, because this is our future. Yeah, we need the young people, the young tech enterprises to be successful, to be sustainable, encouraging young engineers coming into the business, doing engineering, not become everyone's a lawyer or an economic like me and I am. Somebody has to earn the money, yeah, Jay? So, of course, carbon CO2 free and neutral production, hydrogen fuel cells. And then below this is your area as an exhibitor. Please use this as a checklist. We will provide you with a slide, and you can identify which is my sector. Then you can go back to NGen, to scan the link, to visit the platform, and to say, hey, I'm interested in to participate. I'm working in that areas in which pavilion I can participate. That's how it works. Easy and transparent.
And Marco, you raise a really interesting point. There are so many young people, students, young professionals who attend this fair. A lot of them are interested in looking at studying or doing business in Canada, maybe moving to Canada. It's a great place for companies to look for talent.
Yes, absolutely. So we have a platform, which is really a great platform. Since 10 years, we built that up. We call it Startup Arena. So this is an area, and we even split it up a little bit more in the technology areas now to provide startups with a solution which works for them. These are small companies, just a couple of people sometimes working in those companies. So they need to work effective. And but also giving them a platform. We have a stage there to do pitches to the industry and to see and to learn how does those kind of pitches work, to meet companies like Siemens, like Phoenix Contact, or big companies who are really looking forward to invest money in startups. So I can give you an example from my friend Roger Hallett. He's the former CEO of Phoenix Contact in Canada. And he said that Phoenix Contact, for example, every year sending about 20 people to Hanover as visitors from the company, from Phoenix Contact, as visitors to meet startups and also SMEs, walking around, visiting SMEs. Because if you think, is it the right show for me? Maybe I am an SME. Maybe I have only 50 employees or 100 employees or something like this. Is it the right show for me? Yes, it is. Because companies like Siemens, like the big ones, or also like Phoenix Contact, all the automation companies, the robotic companies, they are coming to showcasing the entire supply chain. Yes, and there's not only tier 1, there's not only tier 2 level, there's tier 3, tier 4, working together with those companies. And for you as an SME, it's a chance to be part of the supply, to become part of the supply chain of those companies. Don't be shy. Come with us. We are supporting you and showing up in Hanover. So this is really important. Yeah, if we're ready to the next slide, I would like to explain you something about the partner country history. We are doing the partner country since 1980. It was founded by the German government and the EU Commission to give a platform to countries to showcasing their industry solutions. So you see a range here. We are starting in 2007, but we are can go further back with countries from Europe, of course, France, Italy, also smaller countries like Poland or Sweden or Portugal. This year we had Norway, also a hidden champion. Nobody was aware of what's going on in Norway. But also, of course, the global leaders like United States, like even China. We had Turkey, We had Japan, Korea, and India. So you see, it's a mix of everything. And I think, Jay, it's really the right timing for Canada. If you see how Canada is also joining forces with Germany, with European countries regarding energy supply, regarding sustainability processes, hydrogen processes. I participate in the Chancellor's delegation when Volkswagen signed the contract, an agreement with Canada to build up a battery factory. So you see how it works. It's great, and this is for a partner country a great opportunity.
No, and as you say, it's really an international fair, but there are all sorts of opportunities to connect directly with leaders in German industry as well.
Yeah. So Hannover Messe opens its doors, its gates on Monday morning, but we are doing our opening ceremony on Sunday night. Traditionally, the German Chancellor, together with his counterpart, Prime Minister or President from the partner country, they are opening the Hannover Messe, and this is a chance for your Prime Minister to pitch Canada to a global community. So all the broadcasting TV channel companies are there. All the journalists from all over the world are there. It's live streamed. It's in the evening news in Germany, in Europe. And when I can tell you a story, Jay knows the story very well, but I'm not getting tired to say this. When the United States was a partner country, even President Obama came to Hanover. And he started his speech with one sentence. Good evening, I'm the President of the United States, and I'm here to pitch my country. So that was really fun. And this is the opportunity for Canada, for Minister Champagne, for Minister Ing, for other ministers to come to Hanover, to participate in the conference program, joining panels, and also together with your industry leaders like Jay is. Yes, I invited Jay as a keynote speaker in 2011. That's when we met. And so this is the opening ceremony. And the good news for you is, if you are an exhibitor from Canada, you are invited to participate, to attend this opening ceremony. Later in the evening, there's a great networking party. And this is a start for you to do networking, to meet people, to get leads. The next slide, please. And yes, as Jay already mentioned very well, there will be different Canadian pavilions, kind of a national pavilion to showcasing your innovations, your science clusters, everything, lighthouse projects, and all those things. We were delivering a platform for the provinces to be there, and also to do foreign direct investment promotion, working together with GEC, with our friends there. And we also have the Trade Commissioner Services on site supporting you with their programs. And we are organizing a conference program. Hannover Messe has different stages. In every hall, you have a minimum of 1-2 stages where we are able to invite you as exhibitor to be part of a panel, to deliver a presentation in our platforms, different platforms. Next slide, please. Yes, this is the partner country night is a tradition that every year the partner country is doing a party, inviting the exhibitors of the Hannover Messe. We traditionally do this on Wednesday. We call it's a kind of a halftime party, and gives another opportunity for networking, coming together, finding and meeting new partners, having some drinks, some music, and sometimes it happens that they starts to dance a little bit and doing a party. I've been in Canada several times now, Jay, and I had a lot of fun as well. So you know how to party. I can say you have great music, so please come and showing up. Yeah, as I mentioned, we do a lot of press and PR work in advance. There's a press preview event in Hanover where we invite global journalists from the special press. We are doing a press tour worldwide using all the social media channels. And in every press event, whatever happens, Canada is the focus point, gives the opportunity for speaking slots and to promote Canada. Go to the next slide. And for you as exhibitors, we also offering you a full marketing packages, service packages. We're supporting you. You will receiving complimentary admission tickets which you can use not only for you and your company. There's an invitation opportunity. You can invite clients, customers to meet you at Hanover. You can send them a ticket link for a complimentary ticket on your behalf, and you have access to our visitor and exhibitor analysis. And very important, we have a huge exhibitor online catalog. So every exhibitor, every company is registered there with the company name, with your company profile, what are you doing, where are you located, with contact details, that visitors can contact you in advance, months before Hannover Messe opens its doors. So preparation is everything, also for you. This is key to double check our exhibitor catalog, to see who is coming to Hanover, who is there, contact them in advance, arrange some meetings in advance, prepare everything in advance. This is a great opportunity. We have a huge online product catalog, so you can register all your products with pictures, with videos. I call it that's kind of a Google of the global industry. And so you see, it's all about preparation. It's very transparent. It's very open, and to do business.
And Marco, this really goes to not only the other exhibitors, but to all the participants in Hanover. But it's on your website. It's a global catalog of international solution providers. So I think it's really important for all of the Canadian companies who want to come and exhibit, make sure that your company profile, your products and services, your use cases are all uploaded onto this platform. It's a great marketing opportunity.
Absolutely. If we go to the next slide. So what will you achieve as a company? Give me a summary of the opportunities here. It's what I mentioned: recruiting new customers, new partners, meeting with decision makers from all over the world, expanding your network. This is also key. So be part of the global industry community, and learn about what's going on in other markets, discovering new markets, new products, and marketing opportunities, getting intelligence, knowledge. What are your competitors doing? What's happening in the industry sectors in Japan, in Korea, in other countries, in Europe, and catching up, of course, the latest trends in the industry. So it's all about knowledge. It's all about leads. It's all about contacts, creating corporations, doing contracts or preparing contracts, doing business, and receive value. That's the key for you as a company. So I think it's might be the final slide. I'm not sure, Nelson. Yeah,
that's great.
That's it.
So that's super. You see a QR code here, and Marco, we've got a lot of questions here from some of the participants in our webinar today. I can summarize those questions, and some of them around specifics about how best to participate, and then others are asking for some hints about how to get the best out of the fair. So let me start off with just some information about for companies or for anybody who is looking to register as an exhibitor. If you're interested in participating in Hannover Messe 2025, again from March the 30th to April the 4th next year, the best way to register is to send us an expression of interest, and you can access that expression of interest through the QR code that you see here. We'll also put this presentation into a link, so it's available. You can download the QR code through that as well. And that'll take you into a site to give us an expression of interest. As an exhibitor, when you register, you'll have access to a few things. First of all, the space at the fair. So depending on the size of the exhibit that you want to show, the cost of actually participating starts at about $5,000, and that provides you with a small exhibit space with a screen, with a couple of chairs, with a desk for meeting, It also provides you with covered space there. If you're looking for larger space because you want to demonstrate some equipment and technology, which I also would really recommend because it drives traffic into your exhibit space, then we can speak to you about that. It's about $1,000 per square meter if you're looking for a larger space. But for that $5,000, it provides you all of the access to the services that Marco was speaking about, the marketing services. There, it provides you unlimited, not only free access to the fair itself, but unlimited tickets for your customers, for your suppliers, for your innovation partners to bring them along with you if you'd like to do that. And of course, an unlimited number of tickets for people from your organization, from your company who want to attend as well. So $5,000 to register and for sort of a basic exhibit space at the fair. And in the expression of interest, we'll ask you to tell us how much space that you're really looking for and what key areas of technology you would like to showcase. So there's also some support that we offer for registrants through the Canada site, and this QR code will take you to the main registration site for the Canadian delegation, which NGen is managing. But for exhibitors who are participating, there will be a reimbursement of costs. You'll be eligible for 50% of your costs up to at least $10,000 to cover accommodation, to cover logistics, and so forth. And we still have to figure out what the rules are around this, what the extent is, but also be looking at probably a reimbursement for taking equipment over to Hannover as well. We're negotiating with some airlines and with some logistics companies as well to get a discount on travel as well as logistics shipping for anybody looking to bring equipment with them there. So more on that. If you go to the QR code, stay in touch. We'll provide more information about any financial support that we can provide. But there will be some financial support available for companies that are exhibitors, primarily for logistics purposes there. I think the other thing that to keep in mind too is probably the biggest challenge for anybody participating at the Hannover Fair is finding accommodation. And so I really recommend for anyone who is considering to come over as an exhibitor in 2025, book your hotel space early. And you can also find the link to gotofairs.com, which is the preferred partner, accommodation partner for Deutsche Messe. And we have that on our link on that registration site as well. That's the best way to find hotel accommodation. The hotels move quickly. The price goes up considerably as you get closer to the fair. So I really recommend everybody book hotel accommodation as soon as possible, and probably air accommodation or air travel as well. So, Marco, we also have a number of questions here about how to get the best out of the fair. So, give us some hints from what you've seen over the years about what really works well for companies and participating, looking to participate, but also really to maximize the benefits of participation.
Yeah, first of all, as I mentioned, preparation is key. Preparation is everything. So as soon as you have applied to participate the Hannover Messe and you become part of the program, we let you know when the registration center is open to register your company, to put your profile into this global catalog, your products and everything to be visible. That's the first thing. The second thing is before, Hannover Messe, maybe even months before, start to visit Hannover Messe webpage to double check the exhibitor catalogs, the product catalog, and to identify prospective customers, partners you will meet at the Hannover Messe. You can pre-arrange meetings. You can contact them in advance to say, hey, I'm Jay from Canada. I'm at the Hannover Messe. I'm at the Canadian Pavilion in hall 2 or somewhere else. Can we meet? Or I would like to visit you at your pavilion to arrange a meeting in advance. That's a very good thing to do. The other thing is also be prepared at your home base. That sometimes people a little bit forget. Just thinking about how to get there, how to travel there, and how to be at the show. And you have all the business cards and everything with you. But you're running 5 days. You're meeting so many people, also by chance. Just running around. Somebody comes to your pavilion. You're collecting cards, business cards, numbers of cards. And as you know, if you're traveling abroad to a conference and you're coming back to your home base in your headquarters, sitting on your desk, the first thing is you have this bunch of cards. Yeah, and then of course you're busy and you forget to follow up immediately, put them in your desk, and after a couple of weeks you wake up in the morning and say, oh, what shall I do with all these contacts? That shouldn't happen. So really, it's a good idea. What I say as my experience, in parallel to having someone or even a small team to stay in constant contact with you in Hanover. So if you, for example, on a daily basis, sending the contact informations with some details what you have discussed with those persons to your headquarters, to your team sitting in your headquarters, and that they can already start the following up process on a daily basis. So there's no contact get lost. And when you are traveling back on Friday night, on Saturday, your team already is working on the follow-up process, sending out emails to maybe a person from India you met with an interesting partnership opportunity to say, hey, my friend, it was great to meeting you in Hanover. We had this discussion on those topics. Could we set up an MS Teams call to follow up or preparation for follow-up meetings, even in India or in Canada? So this is key, to use all the capacities you have, not only at Hannover Messe, but also in your team at home, to work constantly on those processes. Other kind of thing is, of course, I just told you to filling up your schedule already, but don't fill it up too much. I would say 50% of your time could be organized in advance, but having some more space in your schedule to meeting conferences, panels, to meet with people you never heard about, they're coming by, they're just passing by, that you have time also to use these chances, these opportunities to meet people. So this is a mix of preparation and be flexible. This is what I would recommend to you. Preparation, giving the information into the catalog, starting early to contact people, and be organized at home.
Those are all really good pieces of advice. This is participating in the fair it's not quite 24/7, but it's close to it. The fair is officially open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. But afterwards, there are all sorts of receptions, all sorts of opportunities to socialize, and frankly, that's where a lot of the contacts are made internationally, because the receptions themselves bring people in from all sorts of exhibitors, especially there to have a good time and meet each other. So it's important to be prepared physically and mentally for this. It's not an ordeal; it's quite a good time, but it's it really, to get the most out of it, you have to be clear about what you want to achieve and be prepared to go all in the experience as well. One of the questions, Marco, I get a lot from companies is, how many people should I bring with me?
Yeah, this is a good question. I would recommend, if you are a small company, to consider it's not only you, one person is coming, yeah, because minimum are maybe 2 persons, and so depending on your size and on your resources, and of course on your budget, but having minimum of 2 persons, that one person can be at the pavilion and you're at your stand to meet with people, and the other person can running around, can go to other halls to identify new partners, to meet other people. So this is, I think, a good idea. If you bring more, it's even better. But I think that should be the minimum. You need a person who's and you can mix. Yeah, you can say, okay, I stay another 3 hours now at the stand to talk to people, to meet. Your colleague is running around, coming back, and your colleague is taking over the part at the stand, and you can walk around, you can participate in the conference program, in workshops. That's what I would recommend.
I've got another question here about what support, if any, is provided for companies to set up business-to-business meetings or get prepared, and maybe I can answer that. We will be working with all of the exhibitors registered in the Canadian pavilions to provide them with some preparation support there. We'll be running sessions to help them register with the Hannover Messe site, maybe get the best out of the marketing assets that are available to everybody, but also provide hints about setting up business-to-business meetings, who to target, and we have a great group of partners to help us do that. Particularly the Canadian Trade Commissioner Service and Export Development Canada too. So we will be helping companies not only prepare for Hanover, and some of that may actually include some market analysis if that's what is needed, but also set up business-to-business meetings as well. There, Marco, any last thoughts about what companies might think of before participating, or when they're there, or even afterwards as well?
No, again, what I said is it's using all the opportunities for preparation, and I think, Jay, you will also offer a seminar program in advance with online seminars together with good friends of us who are very much experienced in doing business at Hannover Messe. So we have good friends there who are ready to support you with their experience. Use this opportunity to join those seminars offered by NGen, and we are bringing people into these seminars with a great knowledge about Hannover Messe and how it works. And I think again, for the planning process for you, Jay, and for your team, it is very important that don't be shy. Just use this the scan and apply for participation. There is no risk. It's really it's very open, and but gives us an idea how many companies from which sector will join us, which is important to know what kind of pavilions, which size we need to offer. So don't wait and say, okay, maybe have a summer vacation in summer, we do something in October. That might be a little bit late. So just start immediately to contact us. You have this link, the scan code, and just start working with us.
Yeah, I think that's important. Make up your mind as soon as possible about participating. I can tell you, Marco, we've got as I said, a target of 200. I think we'll have more exhibitors than that. We're already up to 74 companies that have given us an expression of interest that they're interested in participating as exhibitors this year. One other question I get a lot is why, can I do this on my own? And clearly the answer is yes. In fact, there have been companies over the last couple of years that have had 2 or 3 exhibition spaces, and a couple for the company themselves, but have also located in the Canadian pavilions. I think one of the benefits about being part of the Canadian pavilion and Canadian delegation is that's where everybody will be attracted to. That's a part of the whole partner country idea is to elevate a lot of attention, a lot more awareness about what Canada has to offer, for instance, and that brings people into the Canadian exhibits as well. So I think that's it's important to consider, and clearly, as you send us an expression of interest, we can work with you to figure out where the best place for your exhibit is. Another question I know we have from the audience is reimbursement available only for exhibitors? Right now, yes, it is. We may look at providing a small amount of reimbursement for for Canadian companies who are coming as delegates there or just visitors to the fair. We can certainly provide access to the fair at a no-cost basis for people who just want to visit the fair. But right now our attention is on those companies that want to exhibit, and we'll also be looking at opportunities to involve Canadian students and involve, as you were saying, Marco, some startup companies as well. So there may be some targeted incentives for individuals who are visiting the fair as part of a Canadian delegation in that sense as well. But more information about reimbursement later on. We are working with other partners to see how much funding we can leverage to provide financial support for anyone who wants to attend. Yeah. So Marco, I think that's it. We don't have any further questions from the audience. Maybe Nelson, the genius who's behind this webinar, you could put up that QR code once more and let everybody take a look at that. For more information, if you want to get in touch with us directly about registration or more information about Hanover, you can always contact us through info@ngen.ca or directly through this QR code. And Marco, thank you very much. Good luck on your travels.
Thank you.
And we all look forward to seeing you in next March. And I know I'll see you many times before then.
And
in Western
Canada, to mention that we are doing another roadshow slot in Canada. So maybe one of the participants today are located in these areas. So in September, NGen will provide you with the dates. And maybe we can meet in person in one of the great cities in Canada. I will be there. Jay, you will be there, and to discuss the opportunities. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point. We will be having a roadshow. It'll be in Western Canada, starting in Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Saskatoon, Winnipeg, and then coming back to Ontario and possibly in a few places in Quebec as well in September. So keep an eye out for us. We might be in a town near you, and would be glad to provide more information about Hanover at that stage. But I have to say, if you're interested in registering, don't wait to the roadshow. Send us an expression of interest. It doesn't bind you. It just gives us an idea that you are interested, and we can follow up individually with you after that. So thank you, Marco, and thanks everybody for joining.
Thank you so much.
Hannover Messe 2024 has for sure been successful for us. We know we're going back home to Canada with a full sales pipeline of leads to pursue, and we hope to be back next year for Hannover Messe 2025.
Hi, my name is Doug Langen. I'm President and CEO of 41, and we're an early stage company, and we have had tremendous value at Hannover Messe 2024. It's been the right platform for us. NGen has done a great job attracting the right people, the right players at the right time for us to set our business up and go to market.
Carrie Nystrom with Solar Optum. This is our first time at Hannover Messe, and it's been an amazing experience and really interesting to talk to the Europeans coming to visit our booths who are already aware of the importance of water conservation in the solar industry, and just really cool to talk to them about the energy transition and technologies that support that. And we're looking forward to coming back in 2025.
Hi, my name's Colin Campbell from Climate Positive Energy at the University of Toronto. I'm here in Messe Hanover 2024. It's been a great experience connecting with researchers, industry, and government around our shared decarbonization challenges. We've been chatting about digital twinning, next generation batteries, low carbon concrete, and really looking forward to building on those relationships in 2025 with Canada being the partner country. Very excited. Thanks for having me.
Bonjour tout le monde, mon nom est Akidini Alimat de Synode. Nous avons déjà 3 grandes opportunités ici à Hannover Messe et nous avons hâte de revenir l'année prochaine à 2025 pour développer encore plus le marché européen et allemand.
My name is Abby McLean with Calogy Solutions, and it's been great to see all of the new markets and new innovation here in Hannover 2024, and we're looking forward to seeing even more in 2025.